Well, now we go to Valley Parade, where second division Bradford City had beaten Everton 3-1 in the Littlewoods Cup a few weeks ago. Today they were taking on Spurs, who had never failed to get beyond this third round of the FA Cup in the last 11 years. Second division against first then, and Tony Gubber commentating.
4 first division teams have lost cup ties at Valley Parade in the last 18 months, and there's a capacity 16,000 crowd to see if Tottenham can survive today, where Newcastle, Southampton, Oxford and most recently Everton have all lost. Spurs have already spent £4 million rebuilding half the team since that embarrassing fourth round FA Cup defeat at third division Port Vale last season. But the most expensive acquisition, £2 million, Paul Gascoigne, is still a spectator, having failed a late test on an injured ankle. It's a blow for Spurs as they face second division Bradford, who are unbeaten since that remarkable 3-1 victory over Everton in the Littlewoods Cup last month. Bradford make one change today. Gavin Oliver still injured, Greg Abbott at left back, and that means a move into more central defence for number 8 Lee Sinnott, the only Bradford player to have reached an FA Cup final with Watford in 1984. Unmistakable figure of George Courtney, the FIFA referee in charge today. Spurs in all white kick off the FA Cup campaign of 1989, and immediately a foul. Mark Leonard penalised, Tottenham with a free kick in the first few seconds. Gary Mamadou go forward, and George Courtney has to bring his authority to bear in the opening 10 seconds. Waddle and Fenwick together with the free kick, an early opportunity to get the ball into Bradford's penalty area. Stewart. Now with chance to get in an early cross. Mabbutt's header. Important early save by Paul Tomlinson. George Courtney wave play on. David Evans was the defender who put in the tackle that one or two may feel just clipped the legs of Stewart and pulled him back. Bergson, pursued by Abbott. This is Waddle, steps away from trouble neatly. Fairclough, Mitchell Thomas, who was almost hospitalised by that ball from Fairclough. Now the Spurs defender forward, Mitchell Thomas, and he's pulled the cross behind most of them. This is Stewart, this is Waddle. Oh, there's a break on now. This is Banks. Palin. Banks again. Back to Palin. Abbott. Greg Abbott, the left back, with the best opportunity of the match, coming on that quick Bradford break. And with 3.5 minutes to go to half-time, Bradford with another free kick. Mark Leonard shouting instructions. And quickly taken out to Mitchell. Oh, it's a great goal! Spurs caught absolutely cold. Well, that's the goal that Bradford have been looking for. And didn't they catch Tottenham on their heels? Spurs were walking back into defensive positions. I think it was Mick Kennedy who took the free kick so quickly. He just played it out right. There it is. It is Kennedy, the captain, and he spotted Mitchell, the fullback, coming up, whose shot wasn't hit all that strong, but it was perfectly placed wide of Mims. Bradford ahead 1-0. And that is exactly what this third round cup tie required. Well, we're going to Wembley is the chant from the Bradford crowd, and with their side already into the quarter-finals of the Littlewoods Cup and leading First Division Tottenham 1-0 at half-time in this third round FA Cup tie, they may well prove to be right. Terry Venables with lots to think about as a result of that goal by Brian Mitchell, and that really has ignited this match. The start of the second half for Tottenham, replacing the Icelandic international Gudni Bergson. And that's meant Tottenham have had to reshape, and Chris Hughton has gone to left back. Now 30 years of age, capped by error 37 times. And Tottenham have never gone out of the FA Cup in the third round for the last 11 seasons. Stewart got a little push in the back then from David Evans as that ball dropped. And Spurs into Kennedy with the throw. Kennedy again. Away by Fennick. Waddle. For Stewart to chase, with Jackson in attendance. He's got Walsh to aim at, and Mitchell's arrived. Paul Allen. Well, they've come out fired up at the start of the second half, Tottenham, and they'll know they've got to get back into this match quickly. Fennick. Looking for Mitchell Thomas. Edward Crossgoal. Walsh! Well, he's not the biggest player, Paul Walsh, and he didn't do enough with that to test Tomlinson. Mitchell Thomas popping up on the right now. He's gone to right back to replace Gudni Bergson, taken off at half-time. Evans puts it into touch. Walsh. Looking for Mitchell Thomas. Allen. Taken away by Jackson. To Mark Leonard. Popping up all over the field, Mark Leonard. Oh, that's a blatant obstruction, but George Courtney waves things on. Mitchell Thomas. Stewart! Oh, what a pity. It was a good decision by our FIFA referee, George Courtney, because it was an obvious attempt at a block, but he let Mitchell Thomas go on, and the cross to pick out Paul Stewart, well, it was perfect, wasn't it? It did not look a goal all the way, and just wide of that far post. Kennedy upended by Paul Allen. Leonard. Palin. Leonard, neat turn, but the flag's gone up. No count. The flag went up on this near side. And one would have to say, the linesman there, Terry Lynch, put the flag up immediately. So Greg Abbott, disappointed, the goal doesn't count. And with 26 minutes left to play, it looks as though Tottenham are about to make a second substitute. Bradford are defending like tigers, and Fairclough was holding back Leonard. And, well, now there's a problem here. He's had words with Fairclough once in this match already. No doubt that he held back Mark Leonard. In fact, he's made a bit of a mess of his shorts. And Mark Leonard shows no modesty. And I suppose the professionals would reflect that there was little option that Fairclough had there. And it's the number 9 Ian Ormonroyd who's going off to be replaced by, I think it's number 12, Paul Jewell. Gets last-minute instructions. Four minutes left. Fairclough for Spurs. To Allen. To Waddle. Moran on the right. Now gone inside. And that looks like obstruction. Terry Fennick's gone forward to protest, but I don't think Spurs could expect any more from that. It was fairly clear obstruction. That's given Spurs an indirect free kick just inside the penalty area. And Spurs have got 7 forward. Allen. Paul Allen's shot was always high and handsome. George Courtney looks at the watch. And there it is. A famous victory for Bradford. where others have fallen in the past. Now it's the turn of Tottenham, and who will relish a fourth-round draw that brings them to Valley Parade? Brian Mitchell's goal, a great strike just before half-time. Terry Venables walks away. It's disappointment and dismay for the Tottenham dressing room, but it's joy and celebration here. The lights are burning on the roads that lead to town, and there'll be celebrations here tonight. Make no mistake of that. A victory that was in no way a fluke, which was thoroughly deserved, and which Bradford can savour.
So another upset. Fair result, James?
Yes, got to confirm that. It was a stylish game, as Tony said. It wasn't a fluke. They played with some style, close game, and just came out on top. And I don't think Spurs' claim for a penalty was quite substantiated. It was close, good try, but no.
OK.